Now, square roots, no negatives, right? So the very least square root we can have is 0, which is just 0. Once we get into negatives, we're no longer in the real number system, so no negatives. So in order to find the domain of the square root function, we take the radicand, that's this part right here, everything under there, and we set it greater than or equal to 0. Okay, because 0 is the least number we can have. We can have anything larger than 0, any positive number. And then we solve it. So I'm going to add 30 to both sides. So I get negative 6x is greater than or equal to 30. And then I'm going to divide by negative 6. Now, I just divided by a negative, so this is important. What that's going to do is, because I divided by a negative, changes the arrow. So x has to be less than or equal to negative 5. And if you want to just double check yourself and make sure you did it right, pick any number less than negative 5. So like I'll pick negative 6. If I plug that in, I get 36 minus 30, which is positive 6. So I did get a positive number. So I know I'm okay. Does that make sense? Okay, so I have this new radicand. I set that greater than or equal to 0. Subtract 9 from both sides. And I get negative 3x is greater than or equal to negative 9. Divide by negative 3, and again I divided by negative. So that flips, and this is positive 3. So x has to be less than or equal to 3. And if you want to check it, I'd pick a real easy one. 0 is less than 3. Nine is positive, works. Okay, and for our last one, 4x plus 20 greater than or equal to 0. Subtract 20 from each side, and I get 4x is greater than or equal to negative 20. Divide by 4. And I get x is greater than or equal to negative 5. And I didn't have to flip it this time because I divided by positive. If I plug in some number greater than negative 5, well, 0 is greater than negative 5, and that's easy. This is a positive number. I know it'll work.